Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of What's in the Red Box. Thanks for joining me again this week. I hope you're doing well and you're safe and healthy and everybody is doing okay. We have returned to my studio this week because I thought it'd be fun to give you a little glimpse of my bench, which is where I can do soldering and filing and work out all the kind of things that are in my head and build pieces of jewelry. Today, we are going to talk about 3 awesome new pieces of jewelry that no one has seen. You guys are getting the sneak peek, the exclusive. I'm really excited about these, and I think you will be too. And don't forget, these get a special 24-hour price, only 24 hours. So if you're interested in any of them, you can DM me, you can email me. They are not on the website yet, so get in touch because these are fantastic. Are you ready? Okay. Pair number 1. I do have things more than earrings, but we're going to start with a pair of earrings. Is it possible to say that these are one of my all-time favorites until I get to the 3rd pair of earrings today? These feature really fantastic leopard opal on the top, emeralds, diamonds, and malachite. Now, if you know anything about me or my jewelry, you know that I love matrix-rich stones. You know that I love to find things that are off the beaten track. And I absolutely adore, learning about stones that I've never heard about before. And so this leopard opal comes from the Lost Mines of Zimapan, which is in Mexico. And there's actually evidence that it was lightly mined in the pre-Columbian era. And you can find some of this in artifacts from way back when. And this opal is a very special occurrence because it happens in basalt. It's in a very thin layer. And what happened to the basalt was that little air bubbles rose up to the surface, but the surface was of the lava. And then the surface was hard, right? So the little bubbles came up, but they couldn't expand. And then, that was covered by ash. And so over millions of years, the water comes through that ash, bringing the silica, and it fills all those tiny little bubbles with opal, which is what you see. And it might be hard to get in here, but actually I have another example that's loose, just so you can get an idea of a bigger size, and you can kind of see that opal flash, and it's pretty incredible. So I mixed this with emerald, and I've actually had this pair of emeralds for about, golly, I think I might have had them for 20 years, and I felt like they were just the perfect pieces to accent this because I love the way this malachite is cut. Malachite is often botryoidal, which means that it grows like, think about like those like sand castles that kids make on the beach, the dribble castles. That's kind of how malachite grows, like bulbous. So you can get, I have another example for you. So you can see it grows a lot in these concentric circles. And I love that the lapidary cut this specifically in the middle of those, 2 circles, and it just looks super cool. It just looks like somebody painted on those gemstones. And then this has a little accent of green tourmaline on the bottom just to balance it out. And I'll show you how they look for scale. But these, I find, they're totally sexy earring. I call them the jungle earrings because, I don't know, they make me want to put them on and swing on a vine. So if you're interested in these are going to be pair number 1, not on the website, so DM me if you're interested. Super one of a kind. This opal material is really hard to find, and they're even more incredible in real life, I promise. So pair number 1. Okay, so our next up is we are going to do a ring. I know, isn't that crazy? This is a very cool ring featuring gem silica in the middle. And then it has apatite, hold on, I gotta look at it, tourmaline and aquamarine all around it. And gem silica is another one of those interesting stones. You don't see a lot of it on the market. It's pretty rare. If you get the like clear color, the really translucent green, it's very expensive. There's actually a pair of those stones in a pair of my earrings, which we can go to another day. And this, I'll show you how this looks on. it's just a really fun ring to wear all the time. And I love putting on a ring that really just makes me feel powerful. And I believe that when you put jewelry on, it just makes you feel good and it sort of sets the tone for the day. So when you get this on, you kind of want to just punch the world. You can go for it. Anyway, so back to gem silica. It's just a beautiful color. It kind of looks like turquoise, but it's a little deeper. I don't know if you can really get a color of that. So you would probably mistake it for turquoise, but it's not. It's gem silica, which is a form of chalcedony. It's very specific. Now, what's interesting is, I'll just put this on. Gem silica and malachite are all, gem silica and malachite are all formed when there's copper available, right? So malachite was actually used to be ground down for pigment, and they used to find this 4,000 years ago. They were using malachite in statues and paintings, and so you can see it in like cave paintings and stuff from a gazillion years ago. And gem silica is often found in the same areas as malachite because of that abundance of copper is what turns these gemstones into this incredible color. Okay. Ooh. Are you ready for these? I don't know. I really love the first ones, but ta-da! So these earrings are another example of something that took me about, golly, 15 years to put together. What you see here are mabe pearls from the Sea of Cortez. And pearls from the Sea of Cortez were actually almost extinct until they brought them back. It's a very specific area in the Sea of Cortez, and you have to be licensed to do the pearl farming. And I bought these years ago, and they have this amazing, let me see if I can kind of wiggle this for you, because it's got this lavender, green, blue sheen, and it's really hard to describe, but it's just the most unbelievable colors in this. And I struggled for a while to figure out what to match with these, and then I found this is actually amblygonite and chalcedony, which pulls in a little bit of the lavender, and these freeform natural emerald nuggets, which just pull out the greens and the lavender colors, and on the bottom is tanzanite, and what else? Oh, and amethyst. And golly, these are, I think, are probably one of the most special things I've ever made. So these are the zingers of today. And I'll show you how big these are. So this is pair number 3. If you've got questions about anything, you can ask me anytime. And if you want to buy them, you can DM me or email me. Don't forget, they're not on the website. And that wraps it up for another week of What's in the Red Box. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week with some new jewels. Bye.